springtime. What do you think about that? Pallet galore. I think those are the sellable kind right there too, if I'm not mistaken. There was actually a truck pulling out of here that I didn't get on camera, a pickup truck packed to the max with pallets, and that's probably where it came from right there. He's probably gonna come back for the rest of them. When you see me skip dumpsters, it's because they're cardboard dumpsters. Like this next green one's cardboard. And just to solve your curiosity, I was gonna say 9,999 times out of 10,000 there will never be metal in a cardboard dumpster. Look at that right there. Never say never. That's just cheap venting, lightweight venting metal, venting ducts and that kind of stuff. What you see there is worth maybe actually price has gone up to 6 cents a pound where I live, so there might be a couple dollars, maybe $2 right there. Big screen TV sitting there. Cord off of that. If you want to take the time to open up the back of that, there'll be some copper yokes in there if you want to do it properly. Some wires and bits of aluminum. It's not too entertaining to sit here and do that. But if you want to, it's not bad money inside of them. But when it comes to those copper yokes on the TVs, if you break them glass tubes, you're exposing yourself to hazardous waste, and you actually can get brain damage from doing that kind of stuff, especially inside of a dumpster where there's no ventilation. So be careful with that stuff. It's no joke. Those things are considered hazardous waste in all of the United States, and it's actually illegal to break them open. There is a proper way to do it if anyone's interested in that. How to clean them old dirty CRT TVs. I'll put that link down in the description to a video I made. It shows how to do it properly and safely. Oh, there's something heavy in this thing. It's books. I knew it. Sometimes you might see me not checking stuff. Other times you see me check something that looks just the same, but it's a lot of what I'm doing is based on feel and my hearing and just experience. Something doesn't seem quite right, I'll check it out. There's a big dog there. There's usually two of them guys. The other one is missing. The other one's not in there. Callaway, some kind of golf ball. Oh, it's like a skee ball, like a little miniature skee ball thing. It's marked 50, 40, 30, 100, 100. That's pretty cool. Another one. Huh, interesting. Looks like they're actually making them here at this place. This is a import automotive store, and there'll be a lot of car parts and stuff in here. It's a pretty productive dumpster. Some little bits and stuff. Nothing valuable, but it doesn't take up much room, so I'll snatch it up. That looks like a clutch or a brake maybe for a car. There's a bunch of plastic parts in there. That's a little stick shift. Interesting. These aren't worth much, but when they're all emptied together, they add up pretty good. A bunch of baked potatoes. I thought there was gonna be something more in here. Well, some scrap yards will let you throw this in with your cans or your clean aluminum. Other scrap yards will just give you a foil price, like 5-10 cents or something. I have my battery charger with me today because my battery's weak in the scooter. Don't feel like getting stranded out here. This is an interesting place. They sell like it's a distributor for bread and stuff. I'll just show it to you. Tastykake Bakery outlet. And they got all kinds of good deals on stuff. Like before it goes bad, they'll bring it here and they'll sell it for super cheap. It's a good place. Once it does go bad, instead of throwing it in the garbage, what they do is they'll take a shopping cart and all the stuff is starting to mold. They'll throw it in there And then there's farmers, like pig farmers, and they'll come here and they'll buy like a shopping cart for $5 or $10 and go feed it to their animals, the animals that can handle that kind of stuff. This place, National Marble and Granite. That's a pretty cool dumpster. Actually, I'm gonna go around to that dumpster over there, and then I'm gonna show you what's in this granite dumpster. Well, yeah, there's some in there. That's all totally trashed though. You see these big giant pieces of marble and granite. These big white pieces. Oh, actually, you know what? That is all marble and granite. I thought that was a plastic, but yeah, that's all marble and granite in there. I bet there's some people watching this that could put that to use. A lot of you folks that are handy making tables and stuff. A dumpster like this, no telling how much money it might be worth. I mean, you could cut that stuff into the pieces you want. I mean, I know how valuable that stuff is. That's just the scraps they don't want. I've actually pulled big slabs of like their samples, their display pieces, perfectly cut square pieces, and there's actually a box for a grinder right there, a high-powered angle grinder. I wonder if that's what they use to cut that stuff with. I don't think so. Maybe. I think it requires some kind of saw though. They probably just smooth off rough edges and stuff with the grinder. But yeah, I know that's valuable stuff. When it rains, this thing fills up totally full of water. So if you're out there and you're interested in that kind of stuff, it might be worthwhile checking out those in your phone book, like the marble and granite dealers and whatnot. The Way. I haven't heard of that thing in 30 years. I haven't heard of that organization. See what's in this mess. I see a microwave peeking out up there. Oh, fan. waves are always a good sight to see. This proves not everyone buys glass plates when they break, as you can obviously see. Extension cord hanging, holding this bed into this couch here. Oh shoot, there it is. Hey, that's a big one too. The lamp action. Tape's gonna make my job harder. There's one nasty looking mattress. Whew. It's not metal, I don't think. No. Add this to the mess. Alright, time to go home and cook some chili. Charge the batteries. Go back out and do it again. Once I give you the rundown on everything I put in here, I'm going to explain to you why it's called no spoon chili. These crackers are a hint. Morningstar Veggie Grillers crumbles. 28 ounce can of diced tomatoes. I prefer normal diced. They only had petite. That'll do. 15.5 ounce can light red kidney beans. Drained. I didn't drain the tomatoes. I like the juice that comes in that can. Dark red kidney beans. 15.5 ounce. Those were drained as well. I forgot to say that. Black beans, 15.5 ounce can. I'm just going to throw all that juice in there this time. Undrained. It's more of a sauce type deal, kind of. It's nice. I'm going to throw in a 14.5 ounce can of sliced stewed tomatoes. 15 ounce can of whole kernel corn, drained. You may be asking yourself, corn? Yes, corn. That's delicious. Those little kernels pop in between your teeth and they're juicy. They soak in all that flavor. It's just delicious. 1 whole onion. About that size. I like mine fairly chunky. Bloop. Bloop. I had this garlic sitting in my cupboard. I'm going to throw some of that in there before it goes bad. Okay, so what I've got going here is 3 packs of chili powder. Got 2 original and 1 hot. I actually normally use 2, but I'm going to try 3 this time. I think it's going to give it much more flavor. I usually use 1 hot and 1 original. I have a sneaking suspicion this 3rd package is just going to make it even better. A little salt, a little pepper, a little garlic salt just for fun. I'll eat several meals with this. I'll have bowl after bowl after bowl after bowl, just ready to go. As a guy, and maybe a busy mom or parent on a run, there's nothing better than just having this in your fridge and just slopping a spoonful in a bowl and throwing it in the microwave and heating it up. And just this instant wholesome deliciousness. Time to turn up the heat to about medium. Your stove might be different. Medium should do the trick. Don't boil it. Do not boil it. You just want to get it good and hot. Cook it for maybe a half hour or so. Give all those different things a chance to break down and get all them flavors mixing in with each other, and let that onion soak up all that flavor and all that good stuff. I should have just used the word simmer instead of trying to say medium heat or medium low or whatever. Just let it simmer for about 30 minutes or so. While that's turned into a bowl of deliciousness, let's go outside. I picked up some skibble scabbles I didn't show you. Scored this little Mexican produce basket. If you ever come across stuff like that, you can probably get a $5 bill or so out of that at a flea market or maybe a garage sale or wherever you might be able to sell stuff locally. Because they're all handmade. People really like stuff like that. Nice chunky brass fitting. That's probably worth $2 or $3 or so. Little gold plate on this ink tank. It could be gold flashing. It's hard telling. Some more skibble scabble, and then check this out. A steering wheel column. This came out of an apartment building dumpster. It's actually amazing how many of these I see in apartment complex dumpsters. A steering wheel column. I would suspect that's a fairly big job. I don't know that much about working on cars, but I think that's a steering wheel column. They must just sit right there in an apartment complex and do that. Alright, let's go back in and have some chili. And now you find out why it's called no spoon chili. Oh, hot. Ooh. What you do, the trick is you put the saltine side down, the side that's got the salt on it, put that down, load it up like this so that salty side of the cracker hits your tongue. You gotta let it cool down a little. That's just end of story. That's just a bowl of deliciousness. Thanks for watching. Maybe you got a little cheese laying around the house. Just a slice or two of American cheese, maybe. Sandwich cheese. That will work beautifully. Just slap it right on there. Let it melt in. That was shredded cheddar. I happen to have myself a little mozzarella laying around. Throw a little of that on there. Stick it down in there a little bit. Pop it in the microwave a little bit, maybe help it out. If the chili's good and hot out of the pot, then it's going to melt on its own. But no foul in throwing it in the microwave. And then what you got is just a bowl of awesomeness. Oh, it's breaking my cracker. Look at that. Look at that right there. Now, thanks for watching. This time it's for real.